everyone, my name is Lisa and this is Miss Moneypenny. She was all around me today when I was trying to set this up. There you go, little girl. So she wanted to say hello. I guarantee we'll hear her squeaking toys here shortly. Okay, now that Penny has left and said her hellos, I can get to the meat of my video. This is a slight catch up, but I don't have too much to report, but I do have some fun plans for this week. Let's start with what I'm wearing. And forgive me if you hear me clear my throat. I am getting over one heck of a cold or flu bug or something. It took me down for well over a week and I had a fever and I did not do a lot of sewing. So I'm a little behind on what I had in store for myself, but I have a lot of good news to report. I'm wearing Simplicity 8982. This is a great pattern. It's a bit of a workhorse. So I think it's, if you do knit fabrics, because this is meant for knit fabrics, this is definitely one to have in your stash if you don't already. I made a VUB, which is a simple long sleeve top. This is something I've had, and I realized I have not worn it all winter long. I made it last winter, I think, and I haven't worn it all winter. So with the weather today, which is in the low 40s, it is snowing, but it's melting as soon as it hits the ground. By the way, 2 days ago on Friday, I think we had 60-degree weather, maybe 65-degree weather. It was very warm. I did not wear a jacket of any sort. I was showing houses and I was warm. This is a great pattern. I've made all different views. I have not done the skirts yet, but it's not hard and it's easy to hack. I've made in the summer this dress, but shorter, a shorter hem on it and short sleeves. It's a great pattern. I've made the top that the model is wearing. I want to make a skirt out of some sweater knit fabric for next fall. I just, all in all, think this is a great pattern and I cut it. So if I see it on sale on Simplicity's website, I'm going to pick up a spare copy just to have for myself. Actually, I think I might pick up a copy in a smaller size range too, so that way I can maybe make stuff for my nieces because they're starting to enter that very small, extra small adult. They're getting in that phase. One's 13, one's going to be 11. So I feel like this is a workhorse and well worth its weight in gold if you can get it for a few bucks. I have been working on my So Frugal entry, and it is my work in progress, but I will give you a sneak peek. No, I'll talk more about it because I am very excited about it. I'm working on the Sew Over It Ruby skirt. That would be, if I can do more than one, that would be great, but this is my main entry. I had some great challis fabric, and I don't want to spoil it, but I have not altered the pattern, but I went through the instructions, and it is a great pattern. If you haven't downloaded it, it's free. Sew Over It Ruby skirt. I'm at the point where I just need to do my hem and buttons, and I'm going through my button stash to see what I can use because in true Sew Frugal fashion, I want to not have to purchase anything. I don't even think I need to button it all the way down, but I'm working on it. This is a very interesting pattern. I did not do the pockets. We'll talk more about it if I make more of these or once I actually share the finished product. But I've been working on this and I highly recommend, now that I have like 80% of it done, to download the free pattern from Sew Over It, the ruby skirt. I think you can change it up. I will tell you I'm 5'2" and it goes a little above my ankles. So there's a lot that I am going to be cutting off of this, and that's a great way to use your stash fabric that you're not in love with, because this was not a fabric I was in love with, because now I know for future what I need to reduce those pattern sizes to. Also, I've been working on mending some of the items that I've made in the past. So I've been looking for little tiny projects to do here and there in the past couple of weeks as I was recovering and not really full on board for working on a big project. And this project, the Sew Over It Ruby skirt, I mean, it's probably something I could do in one day when I'm 100% or even 90%, but I felt so bad for well over a week that I barely did anything. In fact, what I did do was look for more free patterns for the Sew Frugal challenge, and maybe I'll share those with you because I had dog-eared, dog-marked, plenty of patterns that I thought were really interesting and good for smaller bits of your stash if you had a smaller piece. I've also been watching a lot of people on Instagram talk about what the sales were at Joann's as they're liquidating, and kind of a little bit of drama with that. I don't really want to get into it, but I don't think Joann's is, I did go there one day when I was feeling better, and I don't think the prices are at a place where for fabric it's worth getting at this point. And some of the fabrics there, don't get me wrong, you know I buy fabrics from Joann's, you know I would complain about half of the fabrics I bought from Joann's. Some of the fabrics there I absolutely love and I will miss, and the top one being their double brushed poly. And I'm not a big polyester person anyway, but I love their double brush poly. Felt so nice. It felt like Pima cotton. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And it had a nice weight to it. So I would like to get some of that when the discounts are a little better. Otherwise, I know I'll find a good replacement for that. And quite frankly, Art Gallery knit cotton fabric does have that same feel. It's just a little thinner. Some of the main mending projects that I was doing in the past week have actually been like fixing little bits on my bras. I think because I was in bed most of the time, it was something I could do with a hand, with a needle and thread. And for one of them, I think the hook and eye attachment on one of my bras was getting loose and starting to fray. So I was able to sew that up. I did work on a pair of socks, darning a pair of socks on a heel that was getting worn out. And then a couple other bras, I had the underwire had poked through, and that can happen sometimes. So I went in and reinforced it and closed that up. I mean, I do keep my bras until they don't really work. But making your bras, you want to hold on to them longer. That's what I found out, even though I do love making bras. So after I finish this sew over at Ruby Skirt, I am in full on vacation sewing mode. And honestly, that Ruby Skirt, that is kind of one of my first projects where I'm debating if I want to take that with on my vacation to Vegas or not. What I am looking forward to making next is New Look 6491. I know I've shown you this pattern. I have never made it. I have this lovely fabric from Beyond the Pink Door from one of the subscription boxes, and I am going to make the longest version that I possibly can. So it'll be this one or this one. And the differences, let me pull it up closer to the camera. The differences are this has spaghetti straps. This is more of a gathered halter style. And the model's wearing the spaghetti straps. I think I'm going to lean towards this one. We're going to see. Part of me likes this one. The difference on the back, wrong way. The spaghetti straps make an X in the back, which is actually really nice, and I like that, and it probably adds a little bit of support. And the halter style ties. I don't even know if I would have it tie. Maybe not. But I like the X of the back, but I love this for the front. We're going to play around with it and figure it out, but this is my first make for my Vegas trip, which is coming in May. And we're not going long. We're going for 3 nights, but I need a handful of items for it. It's going to be nice and warm, and this is going to be one of them, flowy, long, and I already have shoes. I don't want to have to buy shoes at all. I'm looking forward to it. And for one of the other projects I want to work on that is not related to anything for myself, it's a non-selfish sew. There is, and I have like the little drawings, a free pattern that I had used in the past for myself. Didn't particularly care for it for me, but it was the Ululu, I hope I'm saying that right. I'll post something up here. Ululu bralette. It's a hyacinth bralette. And so I traced out the smallest size for one of my nieces because I think I had some scraps. I noticed that I could make something, and I had some cute turquoise and white striped fabric, but not a lot. I'm probably going to make myself a pair of underwear out of it. But, well, I might make her a pair of underwear too. make her a whole set. So I thought this was really cute, and I had some fold over elastic that matched, and I just thought maybe I'll try to put one of those together for my little niece. I liked the pattern, it just wasn't suitable for my body. It's a great pattern. There's a YouTube video with a tutorial on how to make it. It's a simple bralette. If you have fold over elastic, or if you're wanting to learn bra making, this is the simplest you could do. There's no closures in the back. It's a very easy slip-on style, but it does show you how to do straps. So there's a lot of good things with that one. And I found this little piece of scrap I had, and I just thought, I think I could make something good with that for someone else. And that's it. So those are the things I'm going to be working on and finishing up. I hope you do something creative wherever you are in the world today. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And if you've made this new look pattern, please share. Did you enjoy it? What view did you make? Do you have any hints, tips, or tricks that would help me along the way? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and have a good day.